I'm at the happiest and most trying point in my life right now, and I couldn't imagine or thought it being any better. But 9 years ago is when my lowest point began.
Samanan Timalang of Shengi, Zimacharoni, Ayong Asayong, Molweni. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. You're chilling with your girl Aladdin, where we explore everything and anything. So today we're gonna talk about something very close to my heart. My past experiences, what I went through. It all started when I was in matric. It was 2011. Well, it started before then. I had grown lumps. I don't know if it's lumps or whatever, but it was something up on my ankle. It was like blood clots. It was blood clots, so it was this blackish something stuck there. It wasn't so anything. Went for tests and everything, they couldn't find exactly what was wrong. So because I was in high school and I wasn't paying attention to it because it wasn't painful, so I let it be. Like, okay, fine, you're not bothering my life, you just then share. So okay. And then 2011, it was metric year. Okay, I was so excited, so optimistic about life, where I'm going. I had big dreams, guys. I wanted to be everything and anything. I had so much life in me. So 2011 metric farewell. I remember my metric farewell was in April the 14th, because 15th is my birthday. 12 o'clock, everyone was saying happy birthday for me. Yeah, so life was nice. I was fine in matric. And then June metric, no, like before then, my dad got sick, and
June he passed away.
Mind you, I was writing my mid-year exam. Me and Pops were like this. We were like this. I was like so close. Same WhatsApp group vibes. You know, when we matric, like there's so much happening and you're not paying attention to anything because you're stressed. The whole country is watching you. Family members, they know, but you're one of those that year. You're one of those that year that are in matric. So everyone has high expectations of you. So through the whole process of grieving, matric, stress that next year the following year I had to be independent. Life in J was so stressful. Sickness took its toll. Like, I was becoming like very sick. When I had the lump in my leg, they said this might be related to TB because they cannot find exactly what it is. So I went to the clinic, did some tests, sputum test, all of that, and then they funny enough, the results, they said it's slightly positive and negative. Meant that I was maybe. So I was like on the dot at 50%. It's not 51, it's not 49, 50% on the dot. So they cannot give me treatment for something that's blur. So they sent me to a hospital, and then, you know, in hospitals you have to stay there for the whole day, especially in public, guys. It is not the ideal state for sick people. So it was this whole day thing. So I was up and down, feeling sick, stressed out about matric and all of that. So I told my sis, I'm no more going to hospitals and everything. I am so tired. I need to focus on my work, and I know my dad is looking upon me, like he's expecting so much from me, so I cannot drop the ball now. Like, I'm nearly there and stuff like that. So she's like, as long as you're feeling fine. So she bought some supplements, bought my immune boost, hey guys. Then it was trial exam, wrote that fine, and then we took the recess. Then things became wobbly, and then it was bad. It was bad that I only wrote one exam, my final exam. I remember it was ELO. Then I remember this one night in jail. I was so out of breath and I was starting to lose weight. And then my sister could notice this and she would ask, "Are you okay?" And we're like, "I'm stressing, matric, everything." I'll blame everything on matric. No, I'm fine. It's matric, it's just stress and I'll be okay. I just need to finish this off and then I'll be back. And I couldn't breathe. Some days it was hard, like getting out of bed was so stressful, because just lifting up my head, like getting off bed, I'm already breathing. I even counted when I needed to go to the bathroom, like, okay, 1, 2, 3, go, and then stood up. And then even when I heard my sister coming into my room, I had to practice breathing. Like, okay, when she comes in, I mustn't be too bad that she noticed, and then she has to take me to the hospital. There is the whole thing, hospital, that I hated. I wanted to focus on my matric because I had big dreams for myself. I'm like, nothing is gonna stop me now. I'm already there. You know, when you're in matric and you feel like this is it. Like, if you can pass your matric, flying colors and everything, and the whole year you've been working so hard and you've been accepted to some universities, they just need this final year, this final marks, end of the year marks. So I'm like, I'm not gonna let anything, this sickness cannot, nothing will bring me down right now. And mind you, I've never been sick in my life. Like, I've never. Guys, it was those usual flus, headaches and shit. You drink your home remedies, you drink your painkillers, gone. So I'm taking this as the same thing. Like, okay, listen, sickness, don't try to be an issue because you're not. Don't try. And then, that night happened where whole night was changing pajamas, hot, cold. It was bad. And you know, when you're feeling so cold, like bone marrow is so cold and nothing can help. Drinking hot babes, like you think, okay, blankets are not helping, let me drink something hot, it's gonna go inside, help inside, nix. Like, I think I was at the peak of the sickness. Whatever I had, I was at the peak. So my sister decided to take me to see a doctor, and she never told me this because she knows that I was fed up going to the doctors and going there for them to not find out or not know what's going on with me. So she knew, because before I told her that, girl, I am tired, I need to focus on my matric, so I'm no more going to this hospital checkups and everything because they're so useless. Because every time I go there, results are so confused themselves. The doctors are so confused, the nurses, everything. So girl, can we like postpone this till next year or sometime in the future? Because right now I'm so stressed up and I've got enough on my plate. Okay, fine. Okay, girl. She was so supportive after I wrote my LO paper. Okay, fine. So during that break, like you write one paper and then you've got like 2-3 days off and then to write another paper. So we're in that break, and then she's like, girl, you've been studying and you've been busy, let's go shopping, let's go out. I'm like, okay. Then I bath and I'm like, okay. I tell her, as long as we don't do anything hectic and we come back early. This is during my exam time, so I don't want to be everywhere. Okay, fine. Then in the car, she tells me she's taking me to Mediclinic. She woke up and she had this vision that she has to take me there and blah blah blah. And I'm like, why are you being like this? Because I told you now, I don't wanna go to doctors because they're stressing me out. Because I go for one thing and then they tell me another thing. She's like, I've been eyeing you. You are not well. Like, girl, I am fine. So now we're in the car together and the breathing I cannot control. And now, you know, when you're talking, taking breaks, and then she can see So she takes me there, we get there. I'm like, okay, fine, since we're already there, let's just go. Yeah, so we go there, and it was early in the morning. It wasn't full yet, so we get there, do everything, and then they call us. I remember when we are approaching the doctor's consultation room, he looks at me in shock, and I'm like, okay, but whatever. Then we go, and he's like, I'll never forget the words that he uttered. He said, I've never seen a dark-skinned young girl so pale. I didn't understand anything by what he said that time, because I'm like, okay, what do you mean? Okay, we get in there, we sit down, and he's like, where have you been? Like, inside I'm like, you don't even know me, why are you asking where have I been? He's like, and then he asked, are you okay? I'm like, because from the reception to the consultation room, that walk nje was enough for me to not say anything because I was out of breath. So he's like, are you okay? I'm like, and then he asked me another question, and then I look at my sister because I know the answer that I was supposed to answer. I was supposed to say a lot of things, like a full sentence, not like yes or no. So I look at my sister like, girl, answer. So my sister answered, and he's like, this is bad. When I'm asking where have you been, it's because I'm seeing the situation that you are in now. It is not good. Like, you are operating on a rate of an 80-year-old granny. He's like, you are not supposed to be like this. And then he can see that I am drowning in the seat, because I cannot take everything that is saying. I'm just going numb, and then everything is just going shallow. I'm going deep. His voice is just going shallow. Everything is just playing. He's in this room, and then he tries to make conversation, trying to make me laugh, and I can't laugh. I can't do anything. I'm just numb in this chair, like, okay, what's going on? What are you saying? He was the only doctor that knew when I walked in there was something wrong with me and something needed to be done. So we ran some tests, went back to the reception area, and then they called us back for results. And then he's like, I cannot send you back home. And I'm like, so I look at my sister and I'm like, girl, you see now why I didn't want to come to hospital. You come in with flu, you go back home with pneumonia. So I give her that look. So he's like,
if I send you home now, you might wake up tomorrow morning and it's too late.
According to the results, you are anemic, you've got pneumonia. Okay, and then that was the time that I just shut out. Everything just went cut. I can see he's talking. I can see the worry in my sister's eyes, in her face, in his face, and I'm just numb there, and I'm feeling okay. Shit just hit the fan. This is serious now. But at that time, I was so, like, you feel like the soul is sitting there, just searching or praying or whatever, and your body's just going through the most, because you've got stress, headache is pounding, you can't breathe, you're stressing about matric and everything in between. He makes some calls to a nearby hospital, get an ambulance, tells them that he's got this urgent patient that is coming over. Go there. So I was admitted. Never went back home. And then that night I was transferred to a hospital nearby where I stay. I felt that was the loneliest time ever. Loneliest time ever. Because I was admitted in hospital for 3 weeks. Blood infusion, started TB treatment, and all those treatment in between.